I waded and swam from the source of the Taw to here, the end of Sticklepath village. I'd entered water to discover river, but was confronted by breath. Breathe in, breathe out. All I became aware of was my breath. I was a bag of air floating down the river. I lost sense of my limbs. I was mouth and lungs. From here, the intention was to canoe the rest of the way to the sea.
So I'm here at the eastern end of Sticklepath. The original plan was that from here was where I was going to canoe, but now I've got to know the river better and I've got to know my canoeing abilities better. I know that I can't do that. So now we're going to try and walk as much of the Taw as we can. But if you look at the map, unfortunately from here, the footpath, the Tarka Trail, leads us completely away from the river. However, a gentleman that was just asking what we were doing has told me if I go up here, there's a little gate that I can get down, go through some private land, and I can get down to the Taw, and he's just given me permission to do that.
From now on, until we get down to Bishop's Tawton, access to the river itself is very sparse, and trying to work out what the law actually is around access is very murky. Everyone seems to have a different opinion. I still haven't been able to find a definitive explanation. It's clear if I'm crossing someone's land to get to the river, I definitely need the landowner's permission. But who owns the river? The answer I often hear, if something goes wrong, nobody does. Until going on tour, I hadn't appreciated how dynamic and changeable the river is. How dramatically different the Taw is in winter compared to summer, how rapidly it responds to rainfall. Now I can no longer be in the river and I am back in the element of air. I realise I am a bag of water. One body of water trying to connect with another body of water, but prevented by lines on a map. So I am left hunting for the Taw. Come to the edge, to privilege. This private ledge with an exclusive view not afforded the many, only granted the few. Peer at the Taw through barbed wire fence, grieve at my exclusion from atop a bridge. Listen to its talk from a distant road, or perhaps with luck, a drone overhead. And where I do have permission from landowners to access the Taw across their land, the Taw is either too shallow, or too narrow, or too fast, or banks too overgrown, and I'm too inexperienced. It's too dangerous. Go with the flow, they say, but the flow would have you crashing against a bank, smashed upon a rock, whacked by an overhanging tree. The Taw, the constant engineer of the landscape, remoulds and reshapes, and will think nothing of doing the same to you. Breathe in, breathe out.